You'd think actors would be good at keeping it together, but when Eddie Murphy's around, that's practically impossible. These are his greatest moments.
Thank you very much, Eddie Murphy. First, I'd like to thank, could you lift that up, please? I can't wait. Eddie, I need your help.
It ain't working. Okay. Go like, bend down.
First, I'd like to thank,
He said, Eddie, pull it up like I was working for him or something. And I started to do it too. I was like, yes, Mike. Wait, what am I doing?
And I'm happy to be here with people that I recognize, even if I don't know. I recognize them. This lady, this is your fiance.
Yeah.
She's very lovely.
Oh, thank you, brother. What's all about you, though? Don't be checking my shit out on the side. Well, he got the award and everybody's standing up gonna try to rap. But hey, man, so who's this with you, Ed?
But I'd rather have it quiet than somebody scream something out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you had been at a club and they doing your shit. Somebody screaming out, "You ain't nobody!"
Eddie Murphy is perhaps one of the most versatile artists out there. Even in comedy itself, Murphy can deliver all types of impressions. Exhibit A, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Talk to me about returning to a more dramatic role, but I want you to see if you could tell me as Arnold Schwarzenegger, because I know you do a mean Schwarzenegger.
Mr. Church is a movie about the cooking, everyone is eating, and the tears, the crying, and it's heartfelt, and there's all the collaboration with the great people. That's how he would sound.
Stay tuned for more of the Sammy Davis Jr. tribute honoring the one heavyweight I would never dare step into the ring with. Sammy, you are truly the undefeated champion.
The producers of the show was hoping you'd have a little more feeling, more Mike, a little bit more Mike Tyson, more Mike Tysonism, like.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sammy and I would like.
Michael Jackson had his chimps. You would go to his house, that Bubbles chimp, when he got a certain age, you couldn't f with Bubbles. He had Bubbles in the cage. I was like, don't go near him. Don't go over there, Eddie.
Did you go to his house?
Yeah, a few times. And the chimp would be going crazy. That's Bubble? They said, yes, don't go near the cage. Really? I thought Bubbles was don't go over there.
But what happens when you put two of the greatest comedians of all time in the same room and ask them to put together their Mount Rushmore of comedy?
I am a huge fan of Bernie Mac. I love Bernie Mac.
No, Jack, I love Bernie Mac.
I told you I thought Bernie Mac is one of the funniest.
No. You didn't say one of. You said you thought he was the best that you'd ever seen do it.
Well,
that's the word you said.
We were doing our comic Mount Rushmore. We were saying which comedians would be on Mount Rushmore. And we were all saying like Bernie, I was saying like Richard Pryor, Lenny Bruce, and then he goes, and Bernie Mac, and I'm like, what the
Johnny Cash wasn't the only star to have that rare effect on Eddie Murphy. According to Eddie Murphy, Muhammad Ali is another character who had the ability to leave the comedian starstruck.
Yeah, I've been starstruck twice. I was starstruck by when I first met Muhammad Ali. Really starstruck, and I had red shoes on. And we were going down the escalator. He's coming down the escalator, and I'm going, and he looks at me and says, "Them some fat, fly shoes you got on."
10 children.
Yes.
10 children. See the reaction when you say, does it seem like a lot to you, or does that seem okay?
No, it seems okay. It's funny the reaction the audience gives.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Men kind of look at me like, he's crazy. How much did that cost? And women is kind of like there's something sexy about it, I think.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy must be doing his thing.
Yeah. You're doing your thing.
Eddie Murphy be getting it in.
Yeah.
Some celebrities become so famous for one talent that everyone forgets they might have others. Prince apparently was not only a musical genius, but also had some basketball tricks up his sleeve.
And he was like, "Hey, y'all want to play some basketball?" He was like, "What the? You want to play some basketball?" And it was like, all right, let's play. And my brother was, it was Prince and some dude, a dude named Mickey Free, they used to hang out there. And they used to all kind of wear that kind of Prince clothes. So my brother was like, all right, it's gonna be shirts against blouses.
And who won?
And they teamed up and the blouses won. They beat
What do you do to work out? Do you have like the personal trainer gig? Do you no, my dad used to be a professional boxer, so we have. So was mine. Really? My dad was. What weight class? My dad was a lightweight. Really? Yeah. My dad was lightweight too. Really? I remember my dad just kicked the hell out of your dad. Well, if your dad was that tough, then you should be able to bust my ass. Normally, I don't like to kick the guests around, but you know.
That's another great picture I wish I had. I'm giving you all of these on the way out. Who did he just fight? He had just leaned into my ear and he said, "That guy hits like a mule." Yeah, I'd be afraid. Like a mule.
Your act was dirtier when you were 17?
Oh, much dirtier. Much dirtier. Like the audience would sit there and look. And afterwards, I went up to Dangerfield and said, "So what you think?" And he said, "Hey, where you gonna go?" and all of that. And then I saw him again maybe like 7 years later, like after Saturday Night Live and after the movies. No, he might not even remember this, in a bathroom in Caesar's Palace.
Well.
And I'm at the urinal, and Dangerfield walks up and he looks over at me and he just goes, "Who knew?"
After decades in entertainment, Eddie Murphy has collected stories from nearly every corner of Hollywood. During this car ride with Jerry Seinfeld, he looks back on meeting Sammy Davis Jr.
I got to meet people like Sammy Davis and that kind of shit, you know. They were still around.
What was he like?
Just like you would expect him to be.
Cool. He was a hubcap, right?
Just like he is all the time. You know what I realized about Sammy? That was coke. The whole thing with the mouth like this.
It was?
Think about it. That whole era is cocaine.
I don't know anything
about
drugs.
Sammy is like this with that cocaine mouth, man, and the way he would laugh and hug and all that. He was totally coked up. That was all cocaine, man. That was a cocaine thing. Sammy told me he worshipped the devil. We were in Dan Tana's on that restaurant with all the pictures up. Sammy was like, you know, Satan is as powerful as God. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He says, why do you think there's so much anger in the world and killing and murder and Satan? And he saw my reaction to it, and he kind of lightened up on it. And he was like, in Dan Tana, this dark, and it's the candles on the table and Sammy's face over the candle. You know, Satan is as powerful as God.
Back then, we used to play in the street and play Skelly and, you know, and hot peas and butter. Do they still play hot peas and butter? Did y'all play hot peas?
No, we didn't play hot peas. What is hot peas and butter?
That's when you would take like a belt and you would like hide it somewhere, and everybody would try to look for it. And when they get closer, you go, "Ooh, you getting hot? You getting hot?" And then when they find it, it's hot peas and butter, and they could whip you on the. Did Richard Simmons know you were going to spray him with that thing?
Does he have a clue about anything?
God. That was the funniest. I laughed. 2 drops of pee came out. I laughed.
He's really, really good. He knows exactly what's going on, but a lot of people think I'm really beating up on the guy. But he knows.
No.
He's so good at
totally
that.
get it, and it's totally
so
funny.
He's great.
When you brought the Barbra Streisand doll out, and the takes that he does, where he's like looking shattered. And when he got in the horse buggy and rode off down the street.
That's right.
Yeah. 2 drops of pee comes. He has a 2-drop pee guarantee.
All right, Eddie.
And people in New York used to come out and they would go to these clubs, and you know, the comedians they knew were Alan King and Shecky Green, and then there were these kids started doing it.
But then you had it together as a person too. Like you was the first comic to have a nice car. I remember he got a Saab, and we were all like standing on the outside. It's just Seinfeld Saab. Bought this with jokes. It's like amazing to us.
Eddie Murphy has plenty of stories from his time around Michael Jackson. In this clip, he remembers what it was like having dinner at his house, where the guests weren't always who you'd expect.
Did you ever get to meet Bubbles, the chimp?
Yeah, you know I met Bubbles, but Bubbles... He had Bubbles in Michael had like a real zoo at his house, and with a big zoo with giraffes and. I mean, he had a facility, a thing that was so big that giraffes was walking around and like, ugh. It was huge. And Bubbles had gotten too old. Bubbles was in the cage, like tripping, like, ah! And Michael was like, don't go near the cage. The first time I saw him, I had done a charity. I had donated to a charity, so I asked him to do this record, and he said, yeah. And we flew out, and it was the first time I saw him. Was in the studio at his house, and it was surreal. He's sitting with one of the Beatles, and he has all the equipment that they recorded the Beatles stuff on. So I went in this back, and he had this harpsichord type piano thing, and he started playing from Strawberry Fields, that little piano thing in the beginning. He played the actual. He said, "Hey, remember this? Is it?" And I was like, "Ah!"
One strange part of fame is realizing that people you grew up watching might suddenly be the ones calling you. Richard Simmons happened to be that guy for Eddie Murphy, as seen in this interview from 1983.
Did you ever meet Richard Simmons?
No, but I talked to him on the phone once. Dick Ebersol called me up.
Your producer? Yeah.
He says, I got someone here that wants to talk to you. Then I heard someone say, hello. And I said, who is this? He goes, this is Richard Simmons. I love the stuff that you're doing, and I think you're wonderful. And I was like, is this really Richard Simmons? I talked to him on the phone. He talked for about 5 minutes.
That same interview was also the time we realized just how niche Eddie Murphy can get with his impressions. Who knew the man even had a Yiddish accent up his sleeve?
I hear you have a great Yiddish accent, and that you can do Yiddish humor. How did you learn that?
And we would talk like Jewish guys, in some of the beach, we would sit around and we'd talk like a Jewish person. And I used to do this routine where I would do Jewish guys saying goodbye. You ever seen them saying goodbye? It's Jewish guys say goodbye for a long time. It's like, shall I see you later, okay? You're gonna call me? Sure, I call you later. You coming by? I'm gonna call you. I'll see you later. All right, come here, I love you. How are you? You're beautiful. I'll see you later, okay? Call me later. All right, what time? About 6 o'clock. Don't forget to call. All right, I'm gonna call you. 6 o'clock is your date. Okay, see you later. 6 o'clock, don't forget. I love you. You're beautiful. How's your wife? She's fine. How's your wife? She's fine. So call me later, we'll talk. What time you want me to call again? 6 o'clock.
What's the extravagant?
My only vice that I have is that I like cars and I like jewelry.
I am noticing you were wearing a simple little diamond watch.
Oh, diamond Cartier.
A simple little, diamond Cartier watch. A simple little diamond ring.
Call me a young black man with some bucks. What can I say?
There's girls up there going, no. Just take something. Take like just right there. No, much. Take that off. All right, just take this much off. No. All right, shave your head then. Do something. Here we go. Be careful.
Put the camera back.
Yeah. Like some bizarre video from the airport. Yeah, there we go.
I did a movie and James Brown was in the movie, and he came up to me afterwards and he was like, you should do my life story. And I was like, wow. He said, but James, wouldn't people be laughing? He said, they ain't gonna laugh if you do it serious. People gonna know that you're serious. He said, they ain't gonna laugh. Wow. And then he told me, he said, you got some nice big arms there. His daughter was standing next. He said, you got big arms. He said, don't you got big arms? Then he told me, he said, I know you married, but my daughter's available. He couldn't. And then I laughed and he said, I'm serious.
Was there any other thing that you thought you might do other than comedy? Like, was there a fallback position at any point? Like, or was there, you never looked in any other direction? Because you had to have some doubts.
No, I started doing stand-up when I was 15, and things came together quick, So
Were your folks okay with that?
Okay with what?
Was your mom okay with you to go into show business?
Yeah. When I started bringing checks home.
People have been clamoring for you to go do stand-up again. I understand one of them was Barack Obama.
Yeah, Obama. Yeah, when I went to I got this Mark Twain Prize, and when I saw him in the White House, the first thing he asked me was, "When are you gonna do stand-up again?" I was like, so I said, maybe it's time to do stand-up again.
Did you do your Obama for Obama?
Oh no, I don't really know if I'd do a good Obama. You know what we talked about? He talked about my hair. He was like, "How come your hair? He said, "What kind of rinse are you using?" I said, "What?" He said, "You don't have any gray hairs," because I'm about 2-3 months older than Obama.
Yes.
And he was like, "That doesn't make me feel any better." So it's a great picture I have of me talking to him in the White House, and we're like talking, and it looks like we're having